we are trying to see that people not only become job seeker, but they become job giver also.
To begin with, could you tell us a bit about your role as the Joint Commissioner of Industries and the key areas you oversee within the Gujarat government?
Yeah, my name is Rajesh Bhargat. I am Joint Commissioner of Industries and presently working with MSLE Commissionerate in the Industries Commissioner Office. Our role basically of the organizations is the role of the organization is to develop the MSMEs, is to develop the industries in the state. Industry being the subject of state, all state governments have to devise their policies, their policy, their schemes in order to have a better industrial landscape in their state. So our role basically is to devise industrial policies for the state as well as implementing the policies through our extended network in the state.
How is the Gujarat government's vision for startups aligned with India's larger goal of becoming a global innovation hub?
Startup, when we refer to startup, Gujarat was the first state to launch its startup policy in 2016. Also, when our Honorable Prime Minister went to center, when he was CM here and he went to center, he launched Startup India program in 2016. So 2015 onwards and 16 onwards, the state has a spectrum of policies for various startups, ranging from student level to the premature startup and up to the MSMEs, and till the stage when the MSMEs also become large companies, starting from the startup.
What are the key focus sectors under the state's startup policy that the government is prioritizing for the next 5 years?
The government of Gujarat is looking at various new sector, whereas green energy is promoted. We are also into fintech development. We are also into deep tech startup to by that to become a global global player into startup arena.
How has the grant ecosystem evolved in Gujarat to make funding more accessible and transparent?
uh, Starting with 2015, when we launched our startup policy first time in India, our policy itself is devised in such a way that throughout this journey we accumulated a set of people, set of institutes, and thereby we evolved into a big network of the institutions and incubators which will, through our grants and through our promotion efforts, they will help us into developing the startups, various startup in various fields. We are sector agnostic. Still, we are focusing on green energy, we are focusing on deep tech startup, we are focusing on fintech and various other new world technologies in the startup field. So it is transparent in a way that we have a policy framework wherein we have a totally online applications. We have student startup policies, we have industries commissioners startup policies, we have venture capital funds managed by companies like GVFL, which are basically government promoted companies. And so we cover 360-degree of the startup arena, a whole spectrum of startup, a whole spectrum of MSMEs. By 360-degree approach, people can start when they have a raw idea. Even as a student stage, even as a school dropout person also, we promote them in a 360-degree manner, wherein they start with student startup policy, they reach to the industrial policies funding. Also, they can get venture finance funding from the GBFL like kind company. And through all this network of 200 plus institutes, which covers institutes, incubator centers from SSIB policy as well as business commission policies, and all those networking, all those institutions, they mentor they manage the funds from the industry commissionerate, they manage the funds from the GDFL, and apart from mentoring, they provide funds as well as wider exposure to the startups.
Apart from funding, what kind of mentorship or infrastructure support is being offered to startups through government initiatives?
As I said, all these network of institutes, like 55 plus institutes in industries commissionerates policy, and about 200 plus incubator, which are of the level of colleges and universities. They cater to all kind of startups. They mentor, they provide, the funds are routed through them. So by that way, the startups are not only mentored, but they are promoted and graduated to the level of matured startups and MSMEs. And ultimately, we are looking at some unicorns from the state.
Can you share how collaborations between government, academia, and private players are strengthening the startup ecosystem?
Correct. Through all this network, as well as our outreach to MSMEs and industries, we utilize all those resources from the department. We try to connect startup with MSMEs. We try to connect startups to industries. Through various initiatives, we help them take part into exhibitions at the national level, international level, and through all those efforts, they are getting access to industries, they are getting access to MSMEs, and through the efforts between government and the designated institutes, we try to see that all the startups are connected with industries. The problem statements reach to the startups, and startups work on those problem statements, and industries in turn they get benefit from those solutions which are generated by the startups.
What measurable impact have government-backed startup initiatives had on Gujarat's economy or employment landscape?
If you look at DPIIT figures, Gujarat is having about more than 15,000 startup registered at DPIIT framework, and on an average, one startup generates about 11 to 12 number of employments. So looking at that figure of 15,000, we can say that about 1.5 lakh people are employed into the startups. So we are trying to see that people not only become job seeker, but they become job giver also. So that way, the number of startups which are there, they are generating a big number of employment in the states. And at the same time, as far as museum registration is concerned, we can say that about 25 lakh plus MSMEs are registered in Gujarat. If you look at our unorganized sectors figures also, we have more than about 35 lakh startup MSMEs in Gujarat, and that makes Gujarat puts Gujarat at 5th rank in MSME figures.
How is the state ensuring that innovation isn't limited to urban centers but also reaches tier 2 and tier 3 cities?
As you may be aware, Startup India program aims at having at least one startup in each district of the country. So we have made our scheme in a way that we can have people from tier 2, tier 3 cities. We can have some number of startup. They can be coming from each district. Even in the small district also, we see that our institutes have outreach. Our institutes even at the remote places of the state, especially in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, these institutes see that some people, some startups take part, and even in the ideas from the students or startups from the smallest towns also get nurtured.
What new initiatives or schemes are being planned to support emerging areas like green tech, AI, or deep tech startups?
As I said earlier, our policies will look into the fact that green energy and green technologies and deep tech should be driving. Or we will include the components in a way that those focus sectors, while we are remaining sector agnostic, but those priority sectors are also getting more promotion, more incentives from these policies. So the state is poised for new policies which will make sure that the deep tech and green technology sectors will get more funding, they will get more mentoring, they will get more exposure from all over the world globally.
What's your long-term vision for Gujarat as a startup state, and what advice would you give to young entrepreneurs today?
We look at Gujarat to become very soon. We are as a country. We are third largest startup economy, startup country. Gujarat is one of the major players. Gujarat has been declared for the 4 consecutive terms, declared as the best performer, the state into the startup field. So we look at Gujarat to have very soon to have its own unicorns and unicorns. Our policies will be framed in a way that Gujarat again that not only sustains but proves to be a role model for the country, also for the global startup landscape also. So our policy, it all depends on the policies. We are policy driven state. So we look at the policies which will help the states to become a very long standing player into the startups area.
And advice that you'd like to give?
I would advise as everybody advises, I would say that the students of the state should not look at the career as a job seeker only. They should also look at the startup career as a job giver. They should utilize all the resources that we have now all over the world, like easy availability of connectivities, 5G, and further. They should utilize all those resources into the welfare, well-being of the country, well-being of the all population of the country, and look at the development of the technologies which can be furthered in the country and become a global player into the innovation field.
Thank you so much for your insightful take on the startups and the entire Gujarat policies and the government. I think it's been great. Thank you so much.